our next one. A 10-year promise. Jude is filled with determination. Last we met, I mentioned there was something I needed to confirm before proceeding. This something confirmed Jerome. Since joining the Studium, I have not had the chance to have a proper discussion with him. There's so much I would like to ask him, such as why he refuses to speak of our vow from 10 years ago, or why he insists so fervently that I drop my studies. For the longest time, I was too scared to confront him. I thought if I had truly lost interest in astronomy, maybe we wouldn't have had anything in common anymore, and... Never mind, it's no longer relevant. Thanks to you and our Starland's journey, I've become confident enough to face my fears head-on. I plan to meet Jerome and ask him what happened to the promise we made at the exact spot where we encountered the azure star in Tranquility. But I'm positive that if I ask him to come, Jerome will find another clever excuse to avoid me. Please, Spexia, would you be so kind as to ask him in my stead? Okay. Okay. Thank you. You can likely find him at Ox Landing reciting poetry with his friends. In the meantime, I will make my way to Tranquility and wait for you and Jerome there. Okay. You know, I just noted the big-ass log hanging from the ceiling. What's up with that? Boom, 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 boom. You there, you're the craftswoman helping out the faculty of astronomy. I take it you're not here to recite poetry. Actually, I'm looking for Jerome. Looking for Jerome? Sure, I can point you in his direction, but you have to do something for me first. You see, there's this girl. She spurned my advances a few days ago. I can see you're also flabbergasted to learn she rejected a dashing young man such as myself. So what do you need me to do? Aren't we snappy? Well, I know just the thing that will elevate me from simply charming to outstanding. A set of classy writing utensils. I want you to craft them for me. I will, of course, say that you are furnished with everything you need. After all, such consideration is the defining quality of a gentleman. That's this boy right next to me for materials. He still owes me a rather large sum of gold, and I will see that all your expenses are covered. Let's hurry and get this over with. I cannot stand being indebted to him for a moment longer. Let's get him some writing utensils made. Easy recipe. Easy recipe. Want a high quality set of writing utensils? A stellar set of writing utensils even. Excellent. With this exquisite set, I will no doubt be able to produce poetry beyond that of the average club member. She will have no choice but to rethink her foolish decision. Ah, right, you wanted to know where Jerome is. You can find him at the Scholar's Harbor right about this time. A real wet blanket that one is, if you ask me. No need to say that, he only just joined and is yet to settle in is all. What faculty did he transfer over from again? Certainly not going to be happy if I told you. You're going to have to ask someone else. Sounds to me like he's harboring a few secrets then. Yes, the utensils you crafted are superb. Rather than dallying about admiring your handiwork, however, you'd best hurry to Scholar's Harbor if you want to catch Jerome. Okay. Run in front of a moving cart. Oh, it's you, the craftswoman working with Jude. What can I do for you? I want to talk to you about Jude. Want to speak with me regarding Jude? Very well. I suppose I can spare a few moments if it concerns our dear friend. Can we talk here, or did you wish to speak in private somewhere? Tranquility. I'll be on my way then. Go talk to Jerome again. What exactly did you wish to speak with me about? Cutscenes. Cutscenes are my discussion choice. I see. I suspected as much. Of course I should have known you'd be suspicious. You've always been 2 steps ahead of me. Even so, you still came, and I have words for you that have been left unsaid for far too long. Jerome, why did you quit the Faculty of Astronomy? So you know I once presided there. It would be odd if I didn't. Surely, even if you knew you wouldn't be able to feign ignorance for long, I ask you again, why did you quit the Faculty of Astronomy? 10 years ago we made a vow at this very spot. We swore together we'd search for and find the Azure Star together. Why would you renege on a promise now? Have you come to hate astronomy? Me? Hate astronomy? Ha! Please do not be silly. Finding that star meant the world to me. You'll also be forced to face the truth one day, just as I have. Allow me to warn you before it's too late. I'm but 1 summer older than you. I shed blood, sweat, and tears to ensure I'd be able to earn a place to study at the Studium. I kept silent about which faculty I was to enter because I had hoped to make some progress towards our goals and surprise you with it once you joined. Upon hearing members were free to use the telescope anytime, I joined the Classical Astronomical Association. I plan to devote all my spare time to our investigation. For several months, day in and day out, I took that telescope and observed every last corner of the sky without fail. To my utter despair, I was unsuccessful in ever locating the Azure Star. Even so, I refused to give up on our dream. I thought perhaps a more powerful telescope was required, and so after much negotiating with my professors, I was granted leave to use the finest equipment available at the Studium. Yet for all my effort, all my planning, I could find not so much as a glimmer of that bloody star in the night sky. I grew more weary by the day and was eventually forced to come to a harrowing realization. The Azure Star does not exist. It never did. Just as the scholars at the Studium told us back then, we imagined it. The Azure Star doesn't exist. If in fact what you say is true, then why not tell me sooner? Same as me, finding that star meant everything to you. How could I possibly tell you that? If the Azure Star doesn't exist, then what have I been working towards this entire time? I understand your feelings better than you know. Forgetting about it will take time, but it can be done. Promise me, however, you won't forget this, Jude. I am and always will be your friend and ally. My life, without the Azure Star guiding me, giving me direction and purpose, is meaningless. What am I to do? What do you want to do? Yes, you're absolutely right. Letting someone or something determine my life's path is an easy way out. I'm the only one that can decide what's right for me. Let's return to Maker's Meat. There's something I would like to investigate. That's the spirit. Hey, now you figured it out. I like these stories with the Studium. These are all really good. was unable to find it, there's a good chance the Azure Star truly does not exist. There is, however, one other possibility. There's a chance it is out there, just not observable with the tools we have that were at his disposal. The journey we're about to embark on is about as dark and uncertain as a flight through the starless night sky. Regardless, I shall not give up. This is a dream I pursued for a decade. I cannot walk away without a fight. Alone, I would have no hope of continuing Jerome's work, but with you by my side, I can accomplish that which even he is not. Spexia, may I count on your continued assistance? Well, I can't leave you to your own devices, can I? Knew I could count on you. Thank you, Spexia. Once I have everything sorted, let us begin production post-haste. Continued encouragement has really lit a fire in my heart. I feel as fierce as a bomb.